A lot of people say that they want more out of life, but their actions never change. And that gap eventually creates frustration, confusion, and self doubt. If you've ever looked at your life and thought, I know I'm capable of more, but you still find yourself staying in the same patterns, this is for you. This matters because wanting something without backing it up with action quietly keeps you stuck. By the end of this video, you'll clearly understand the difference between just wanting something and having a kind of burning desire that actually drives consistent action. Because if comfort keeps winning, the life you want will always stay just out of reach. A lot of people say that they want something, but what they really do is talk about what they don't have. They stay focused on the outcome instead of focusing on the actions required to get there. This is usually the first place that you can tell the difference between wanting something and having a genuine burning desire for it. Because when someone is just focused on wanting, they're not developing a plan, a strategy, or any consistent action. They spend most of their energy thinking about what they wish was different. But when there's a burning desire, action becomes non-negotiable. You wake up driven. You wake up driven. You wake up ready to put in the work. Like nothing gonna stop you from doing it. You're willing to work longer hours and do whatever it takes or whatever needs to be done. And a lot of times that burning desire is gonna show up when there's pain or discomfort attached to your situation. See, when your situation has to change and there's no other option but to take action, you stop negotiating with yourself. Some people will say that they want more, but the moment things get uncomfortable, they pulling back. Others, they're going to lean into that discomfort and they're going to let it to force them to move. See, the difference isn't just what people say they want. The difference is whether action becomes automatic or optional. And that distinction usually becomes clearer when you look at your own life and do so honestly. I've seen this show up in my own life so clearly. There was a period where I was extremely spiritually minded, man. I was faith-filled. I was praying and I was telling God exactly the things that I wanted so bad. But the issue was I wasn't doing everything that I could do to make those things happen. See, I knew that verse about faith without works being dead and all that, but I felt like I was putting in the work. I thought I was doing that. But what I started to realize was that, I could put in more work. God was maximizing and doing all he could do on his end, but I wasn't maximizing what I could put in. So there were also, these times where I was going hard, I was putting in effort, but I was still holding back. I wasn't putting my pedal to the metal, right? Because I had this doubt inside. I didn't know if the strategy that I was employing would work. I didn't know if the investment was going to pay off. And, that seed of doubt is what makes it so hard to wake up with that burning desire because, you're constantly asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? See, burning desire, it don't mean certainty. It means you're willing to act even when that doubt is present. And this is what leads directly into why so many people, man, they stay stuck in one. Because at this stage of life, a lot of people are stuck because they comfortable. Not because life is bad, but because it's good enough. That comfort is slowly removing that pressure for them to change. See, the moment comfort becomes the enemy is when you decide that you don't have to do more than what you're already doing. You start telling yourself, I could chill. I could take a day off. And you don't go as hard as you can. I know what that feeling like. I know that that internal dialogue, man, it sounds like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm cool. But see, externally, you got food on the table. You got that roof over your head. You got clothes on your back. You can provide and you already have everything that you need. So why do more? So the urgency, it disappears. And that missing piece, it's not negative, but it is real. See, you know that you want better for yourself. You know that you need to put in way more effort and show up as the person that you want to be. But see, that pressure is what's going to create that fire. But comfort is going to keep turning the heat down, keep putting the fire out. See, if that comfort stays in control, then consistent action never becomes necessary. So the real question becomes what to do if that fire isn't there yet, right? See, if you don't have that burning desire right now, you got to get clear on what you want, why you want it, and then identify just one action that you can take every single day to move you closer and closer and closer to the thing that you want. Every time you take that action, it's going to put that pressure on you that you need. That motivation never, ever will. If you needed to hear this, if this impacted you, let me know in the comments. I hope it's a blessing to you. God bless.